Bobby is real big. I'm gonna tell you how this argument started. It's a discussion, actually. It's not an argument. A few months ago, we was talking about Trump. Bobby's a huge Trump hater.
Okay.
Now, Trump a dog, though.
So we was talking about Trump business acumen and whatever.
That's
And it was
real.
like, the only reason Trump is successful is because he had rich financial backing. And I'm like, I think successful people are going to be successful regardless. I do think there's some situations that are different. Like
Anomalies.
Sports situations, yeah, like where, oh man, you're that successful because of the people around you. But I do believe in majority, greatness is going to translate.
Mm-hmm.
If you're great over here, you're going to be great over there. Like, I don't think I'd be any less successful in Arkansas.
Now, where the Trump argument came in was more, see, Trump failed a lot. He failed a lot of those business attempts.
Oh, for sure.
Fail.
On $1 million loans.
Fail. He just go keep getting another loan. Now, that's where I was like, man, nah, if he had to start poor when he failed and now he in this crazy amount of debt of the first fail, he just going to be poor. He going to be on the side of the street.
That's the story of
Change.
True. That's not true, though. That's not true. A lot of people fail their first business. Their first few businesses, actually. Look at the stats. Most businesses fail.
A lot of people shouldn't have had them.
No, you just have to try things.
It's just, I just don't see it. I don't see how a person that starts rich and gets richer. I ain't gonna take the credit from it. He got richer. He's way richer than his dad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But to act like he didn't have that constant, oh, I failed, fuck it, Dad. Next.
No. Nobody said he didn't have that, and he deserved that. By the way, that's like when your family works hard to get a certain amount of bread. Like, you should have that. Like, my kids are gonna have that. They're gonna have financial backing. You know. So, and I mean, another example, like, people just try stuff and fail, or they try stuff and it ain't for them, and they move on. You had a business, fairly successful courier service.
And it didn't go right.
You didn't want to do it. But I don't think that's your last business venture either. And I think your next one will be more successful.
That's true, but it would be a hell of a lot easier if my daddy could. There you go, son. Next, I would have been back in business. Hell, I wouldn't have had to go through all these, jump through these hoops to try to get the money back up to start another one, and got to fix my credit because the first business fucked up my credit. That type of stuff I'm talking about. Trump didn't have to jump through the hoops, so it's hard to kind of gauge exactly. Is he a real good businessman? Kind of hard to gauge it.
Yes.
I think he is.
Because the business that you start, you try immediately, like your first couple of years goal may be like, give me a goal. 100,000, 200,000.
Most businesses, especially the ones that fail, literally, the only goal is to end up in the green after the first year.
Gotcha.
Goal.
Gotcha. So when you look at Trump businesses, and the amazing businesses that he does.
Not the first couple.
Not the first couple. Yeah, cool. But what about, what I'm saying is you trying to start a business that's going to make $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year. He's starting a business that's making $200 million.
Well, he's starting with more money. It's easy to do that when you start with more.
No, it's not.
Investment capital is literally how you gauge how much your business is going to get to.
Bobby, with zero money right now, $0 right now, you and I could go to a bank and get 100,000 right now because we both have good credit.
1.5. I'm about that. It's getting there.
I have excellent credit. Bobby has decent credit. He's capping.
It's getting back.
We can go get $100,000 right now, and off of that $100,000, we can create a business that's going to generate $100,000 in revenue. Mm-hmm. That's not hard, Bobby. That's the American way.
All that's easier said than done, though. You might have to go to a couple banks. You might have to talk to a couple people. You might have to have some type of connection.
Let me not be supremacist. I'm about to say, I know I can go get it. I done talked to the banks. I'm
just saying, everybody ain't you either.
Yeah, but I'm from nothing too.
But you actually had the common sense of, let me always keep my credit where it needs to be. Some people can't do that.
So you don't think Trump had any of that business acumen? You don't think he had any formal education? You don't think he had any common sense to
I just think it was easier.
Because he was already privileged?
Because he was privileged.
I get you.
I just think it was easier. I just hate saying, oh, we could have threw him in the slums. He could have been from a trailer park, and he was going to be rich regardless because he turned his situation into that.
I don't like the analogy though, because you're not from a trailer park.
I'm from the black equivalent.
I don't know about that.
I had a hard-working mom. I didn't have my dad in my life. One hard-working mom making $40K a year, raising her son.
I got you. Trailer park is different. Trailer park is two people not working, and maybe one of them is on drugs.
Not every.
Like, I've been in the trailer park, dog.
I've been in the trailer park,
dog. Bro, I've been to the trailer park. That's where niggas used to set up shop and sell crack. Like, that's a trailer park.
I get that, but not every trailer park is that, though, bro. Like, everyone.
High percentage.
There we go.
It's a very high percentage.
There we go. Go to trailer park. I guarantee you can find drugs.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. I've never been to one where there is not.
Yeah. Like, I know decent people who live in trailer parks. I'm not trying to be supremacist. I know I had homeboys who, like, they stay there because it's cheap. Mm-hmm. Like, I know niggas like that.
A lot of people I know.
But trailer parks have a reputation.
There we go.
Yeah.
So when you use that word in that thing, like, it's not like he came from a trailer park. Well, you ain't talking about us living in a trailer park. You talking about the lowest of lows. And
well, that's the argument, though, right?
Yeah,
we can throw him in any situation, and he's going to be able to make something out of it just because he's him. That's the argument. So I'm going to pick the worst situation I can think of.
But in that argument, there's not a lot of people who can make it out then. If you're going to put him in the worst of the worst situation.
But that's literally the argument people make. People's argument is that he's Donald Trump. He could have made it out of any situation. Or just people in general with that type of notoriety. Man, they could have made it regardless. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to throw this nigga in hell. Get your ass to heaven.
Mariah, you're a business owner. Where you come from?
I am from Florida. I'm from Pompano Beach, Florida. I moved here to High Point back in 2006. So it's been a long time.
But like, what was like your upbringing? Like, what was your parents' like financial situation?
My mom was a single mom.
Okay.
She did not get married again until I was like 15 or 16 years old. So I just saw her do everything by herself.
Okay.
She was not the richest parent.
Yeah.
We had roaches. So
humble beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotcha.
My mom, even though she provided for us, we never went without anything. She did not help me with my cleaning business. I started literally from the bottom, even though I had the privilege.
Right.
Mm-hmm. For her to help, I still started from zero. So I think that, I guess it just depends on the drive that you have in your situation, because what if Donald Trump did not use his parents' money?
Which we know so many millionaires who did not.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
What if he did start
Tyler Perry said they wrote those scripts in his car, living in his car.
So I do think that it's possible for people to do something at a lower scale and then still end up on top, just like somebody else who is given the privilege to be supported by other people, you know. Excuse me. I don't know. I started at zero.
And how do you think that would be different if you had $100 million?
I would be cleaning up on a higher scale. Clientele would probably be a different group of people. You know, I'd probably be in a different location doing something I probably wouldn't even be cleaning.
You probably
physical labor. I would have other people.
You would scale.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to parlay that into.
I would literally try to make it like an umbrella, where I'm at the top of the umbrella and then everything else is under me. I wouldn't even.
So the money would make it easier.
Yeah.
A lot easier for you to.
It depends on, you got to define easy though, because like
it just makes
that sounds like Trump. Exactly what she just said. So like, if you say easier, Trump had to start his businesses too. And all he did was he scaled quicker. So when you say easier, you mean easier to get to his financial point?
So so that
it's impossible then.
For
anybody else.
Yeah.
Most other people.
Mm-hmm. That's the only point that I've ever made. I don't want to take credit from him.
Oh, so you hating?
No, I'm not taking.
You're literally hating.
I'm literally saying I'm not taking credit from him. But
you are.
But it was easier.
If I do something and you say, if I accomplish something and you look me in the face and you say it was easier, we're not even friends no more.
If you had a silver spoon, you had a silver spoon. That's why we have that terminology. Is what it is.
I think that the silver spoon, it just depends on what it is, because somebody could give you the money, but you still don't have the knowledge in your mind.
Bingo. You can blow
on what
it.
to do with the money.
In which he did multiple times.
But he ended up being a success. Like, one failure doesn't make
1, 6, 7, 8.
Do you
know his story?
You win at everything you do in life?
Are you familiar with his story?
Do you win at everything you do in life?
No, nobody does.
So that's the same. We are human. What's the difference? I don't get what you're saying.
What I'm saying is it's just easier. I don't know why we have to try to misconstrue and jumble this. Easier. We don't have to define easier. It's easier. I have money to literally, if I fail, I can jump right back in the pool. No problem, no nothing. I don't got to do nothing else but jump right back into the next idea that pops in my head, whereas somebody else did not have that opportunity.
I can see your point.
I got you. I see that point. But you keep making it sound like it's not impressive.
I never said that.
I said you're making it sound like that.
Well, I can't.
When you keep saying easier and you keep you make it sound like it's
if that's your
nothing.
perspective, I can't help it. Like, if that's what you perceive.
Okay, so it's easier. So what's the point?
It's just easier. That's
not even a conversation there.
That's all I've said from the beginning. That if you throw him somewhere else where he does not have that situation, it might not go that way.
See, that's hate.
It's the same way with game. We look at that. We literally talk about this with game managers in football all the time.
Boy, hold on. Before you get to that, so you're saying if Mariah didn't have any parents and she was an orphan, you're saying that she wouldn't have a cleaning business right now? No, that one parent made it easier.
No, that's not even similar to Donald Trump. That's not even.
No. You're not even trying.
No, it's not even similar to. It's a completely different situation.
No, everything makes something easier, right? Like having parents, having a parent, having a good job, having financial backing.
What are the scales that we're looking at though? Easier is not like me having $1 million rich parents is not the same as
if my parents got $500,000 in assets and your parents have nothing, then it's easier for me, right? So hence, if you don't have parents, it would be easier. It'd be harder as well, right?
I disagree.
Why so?
Just because you have the support there doesn't mean that you have to use it.
Or it doesn't mean it was even offered.
Yeah. Or offered.
His was actually offered. We have stories. We have.
Gotcha.
He's told it. Like, it's not like.
But based on his situation, you say it was easier. So I'm saying in a different situation, if she didn't have her mom to be a good example and some financial backing and influence, at least, you don't think it'd be harder for her? I'm asking.
I'm looking at the
you only seeing Trump.
I'm looking at the. Well, that's the argument. I'm not. It ain't no point of arguing what you're arguing, because like, what are we really?
No, there's no point in arguing what you arguing. Like, if your comment is it was easier for Trump, then that's your opinion, and go on.
That definition of easy, like, literally doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's why I'm saying there's no point to. Okay, I didn't have no parents, but she had one parent.
You can't see perspective.
Like,
and you
what are we talking about? It's not really hating. It
is.
It's the topic. What are we talking about here?
If you can't see the point in there being different levels of difficulty, then there's no reason to have a conversation. That's all I'm saying.
It's not there.